Hey guys, Delta here and welcome to the 11th episode of my Killzone Shadowfall weapon guide. In this episode, we're covering the LS70 FORS, a powerful energy weapon and single-shot sniper manufactured by the VSA. The LS70 FORS is a brand new sniper rifle for the Scout class in Killzone Shadowfall. It is a high-risk, high-reward weapon that only carries one round in the chamber and can only be fired when scoped in. However, it's an energy-based weapon that does massive damage if that one shot connects with its target. The FORS is almost always a one-hit kill, with the exception being if you hit an enemy in the foot or hand. At that point, it becomes inconsistent and depends on how much health the enemy has left. Damage drop-off is a total non-factor for the LS70. As I mentioned earlier, the FORS is a single-shot weapon. It only carries one round in the chamber at any time, with 14 more in reserve. This will cap you at an absolute maximum of 13 rounds per minute, though it's unlikely you will need to fire that many rounds that quickly. When loading a new round into the chamber after each shot fired, it will take 3.3 seconds for the reload animation to complete. Unlike the other sniper rifles, the LS70 FORS doesn't have a huge selection when it comes to optical attachments. By default, the FORS comes equipped with the X4 scope. As the name suggests, it provides you with a magnification bonus of 4 times. The second optic is the X4 X10 scope, a variable sight that is visually identical to the X4 scope. The major difference is also hinted at in the name, allowing the player to swap between 4 times and 10 times magnification by pressing up on the D-pad. This attachment is unlocked by completing 2 challenges, killing 25 enemies and headshot killing 10 enemies. Strangely for a sniper, the LS70 has a little more variety when it comes to underbarrel attachments. First off is the taser, a short-range, underslung attachment that functions similar to the shotgun. It has a very limited range, but distorts the vision and slows movement of enemies that are caught in the blast. It is unlocked by completing 2 challenges, melee killing 10 enemies while playing as a scout, and killing 25 enemies with the LS70. Second up is the silencer, an attachment that is intended to lower the audio signature and improve the stealth capabilities of the FORS, but there is no difference in the sound of the weapon when the attachment is equipped. That said, the attachment should reduce your visibility on the minimap. It is unlocked by completing 3 challenges, killing 25 enemies while the cloak is active, killing 25 enemies that have been tagged with Tactical Echo, and killing 25 enemies with the LS70. Finally, there's the E-stun missile. This attachment is an underbarrel lock-on missile that destroys shields and temporarily disables air drones and turrets. When enemy automata is disabled, they are more vulnerable to damage. It is unlocked by completing 2 challenges, stunning 25 enemies with the stun drone and killing 50 enemies with the LS70. In terms of straight-up stopping power, the LS70 FORS is unmatched in Killzone Shadowfall. However, it is a high-risk, high-reward weapon, so we'll be creating a loadout to try and minimize those risks. There is no reason not to use the variable X4 X10 scope. It is identical to the X4 scope, with the added functionality of a 10 times magnification option. For your second attachment, equip the E-stun missile. The taser and silencer are of little use to this weapon, but the E-stun missile will come in handy for removing pesky air drones or turrets dropped by enemies. For a sidearm, I recommend the M6 Punt. Like the FORS, the M6 is a high-risk, high-reward weapon that requires a period of time to charge, but deals out massive damage. Equip it with the laser pointer for increased accuracy, especially when hip firing. For an explosive, I recommend the laser trip mine. The LS70 can only be fired when scoped in, so this explosive will help cover your flank when your peripheral vision is limited. To accompany the primary Tactical Echo ability, I recommend you use Emergency Teleport. The other abilities have their uses, but this is a weapon that requires a lengthy scope-in time to be fired. If you are caught off guard by an enemy in close quarters, you can use this ability to escape quickly. The LS70 FORS is an incredibly powerful sniper rifle, and in my opinion the best in the game. While it does not have the same level of practicality in close to mid-range that the SA-101 and SA-61 can have, it deals massive damage and is extremely effective at long range. This is the perfect weapon for the more defensive-minded scout, someone who wants to hang back and eliminate their enemy at range, or keep them pinned in their spawns. However, it will come up short if an enemy flanks you. in which case you will have to rely on your equally destructive sidearm or your secondary ability to escape the situation. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of my Killzone Shadowfall weapon guide. In the next episode, we will cover the VC-15 Judas, the successor to the VC-8 shotgun pistol first introduced in Killzone 3. Until then, I'll see you next time.